Good afternoon, Cigar Review 62, Valkyrie Man of War. This is a 6.8, almost 7-inch Churchill cigar, 48 ring gauge, and it is made by AJ Fernandez, so it's a Nicaraguan cigar. I think it really was designed to be a cigar that, according to Cigars International, mellow enough to be a breakfast cigar, complex enough to be an evening cigar. And I do think they did a really good job with that. It's very, very, very smooth. Almost smooth in a way that, like, if I put a cotton ball in my mouth, it would feel like that. So it's almost not great in that regard, but it's a smooth cigar. It's not strong at all. So it's got the morning part of it, right? It's mellow, it's friendly, draws well, burns evenly. Where I think it kind of falls short is that complexity. Now, AJ Fernandez uses a method called desflorado, which means basically deflowering, where they pick off a bunch of the flowers, a bunch of the leaves on the tobacco plant, and they leave just some remaining leaves. Theoretically, those leaves get more complexity, more nutrients, and better flavors. That's an interesting theory, interesting method. It, to me, does not appear to really work with this cigar. I get notes of cedar, some pepper. It's really about it. There's not any just big defining notes, not a lot of complexities. So I do think that it kind of misses the mark in that regard, and I think it's kind of overhyped. I think it's a kind of massively overhyped cigar. AJ Fernandez does make some really good ones, right? His aging room cigar was #1 in theory in the world last year, but this cigar to me falls short. Now, that's not to say that it's not a buy rating. When I'm evaluating these cigars, I'm thinking about, right, how does it burn? How does it draw? How does it taste? Are there any harsh notes? Now, from a perspective of all those things, draws well, burns evenly, there's no harsh notes in it. It's a solid cigar, but there's nothing that makes me think like, wow, that's incredible. There's no, just deep, gorgeous chocolate notes, no saffron, no other notes of anything that really, really, really strike my fancy. But if I was to smoke a cigar at 8 a.m. with breakfast, especially a Churchill-sized cigar, this would actually be a really good one to go with, because you're not going to get sick from this. Even if you're pretty new, this is just such a mild, Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. Not a lot going on the inside of it. So I'd say it's kind of a safe cigar from that perspective. So overall, I'm actually, despite giving me that weird, cottony feel in my mouth, I'm going to go ahead and give it a buy rating, just because I do think it is solid for, $8 for what it's trying to be. Now, I would give that a soft buy rating. And by that, I mean, I would never probably go out and actually seek this cigar, so maybe more of a neutral rating, but it's not bad, right? If this is your only option in the humidor, I can safely recommend this as a solid option. So that's Cigar Review 62, the Valkyrie Man of War.